Jai Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Giri Baradare Jaya Giri Baradare Jaya Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Giri Baradari Jaya Giri Baradari Jaya Gopi Jaya Yasodanandana Jaya Braja Jana Ranjana Jaya Braja Jana Ranjana Jaya Jaya Yasodanandana Jaya Braja Jana Ranjana Jaya Braja Jana Ranjana Jaya Yasodanandana Jaya Yamuna Chiravanachari Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Jaya Yamuna Chiravanachari Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Giri Baradari Jaya Giri Baradari Jaya Gopi Jana Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Giri Baradari Jaya Giri Baradari Jaya Gopi Jaya Yasodanandana Jaya Braja Jana Ranjana Jaya Braja Jana Ranjana Jaya Yasa Jaya Yasodanandana Jaya Braja Jana Ranjana Jaya Braja Jana Ranjana Jaya Yasoda Jaya Yamuna Tirabanachari Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Jaya Yamuna Tirabanachari Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Nitago Haribo 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 Nitago Haribo Nitago Haribo 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 Go Haribo Jayam Vishnupada Paramahansa Paribra Jakacharya Stotra Sadasi Srimad His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Ishwar Prabhupada Ki Jayam Vishnupada Paramahansa Paribra Jakacharya Stotra Sadasi Srimad His Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki ISKCON Founder Acharya Ishwar Prabhupada Ki Namacharya Haridas Thakur Ki Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda Ki Namacharya Haridas Thakur Ki Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Nitai Gopi Manande. All glory to the assembly devotees. All glory to the assembly devotees. All glory to the assembly devotees. All glories to the lotus feet of Sri Sri Guru Gauranga. Hare Krishna. Narayana Namaskritya Narai Chaiva Narottama Devam Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nasta Prajeswa Bhadresu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttamas Loke Bhakti Bhavati Nistiki Vede Ramani Chaiva Purane Bharati Tata Hadovandya Jamadi Hari Savata Giyate Mukam Karati Vachalam Pangu Langarati Gri Yakipata Vande Siguru Dinatarine Paramananda Madhava Dhamma Prajita Katavocha Paramo Nimasham Satan Vedan Vastabam Atravastam Shivadan Tapatayo Mulanan Sima Bhagavate Mahamuni Kritinki Vai Paraishvara Sadhurti Avaride Cheta Kadipita Kishanan Nigama kapa galitam phalam sukamukam dravasamyutam pibatam bhagavatam rashamalaya mura urasika bhavipabuka Yashava Shamanayan Krishna Paramapurushe Bhakti Utapade Pumsa Sukamo Abhayapaha Atoyam Brahmasutanam Bharatata Vininaya Gayati Basharupusho Vedata Paribimita Savabiditi Asanam Saram Saram Paribimita Savabidantam Sarami Sri Bhaktam Vishyati Tarasamita Shati Tashana Yatya Sharati Kochi Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Shem Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namo Vasudeva Sutan Devam Kansa Chandra Madanu Devaki Paramananda Krishna Bande Jagaguru Namamo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pistaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Tinamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nivishesha Sunyavadi Pashata Dishatarine Vanchaka Potarubhyascha Kripasuni Bevacha Patetanam Pavanabhebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo 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 Mahavadanyaya Krishna Pima Padayate Krishna Ya Krishna Chaitanya Mini Gaurasins Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadahara Sivashadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jai Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. So Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So I thank everyone for being here this morning for the Bhagavatam class. Yeah, and about for the Bhagavatam class. No, lift it up. Lift it up. Anyway. So, actually, I was giving a text 35. You are giving me 30. Huh? Yeah, I was told 35. Text 35. Because he's giving me 33. Okay. So this is Srimad Bhagavatam class, 7th canto, chapter 7, text number 35. This is Prahlad Maharaj, who is instructing his classmate. Prahlad Maharaj is instructing his classmate about what he learned from Narada Muni and how this pretty much had a very great impression on his life. So this class is about when Bhakti looks like madness. This is what we're going to be talking about this morning. When Bhakti looks like madness. There is one lecture Srila Prabhupada was giving. He was saying that Krishna consciousness is a heart transaction. So it's not just about, following rules and regulations. It's actually something that is much more profound. So Srila Prabhupada described it as a heart transaction, this heart, heart connection. It's like in Vrindavan we sing in the morning that Rabana Tankara Makana Taskara Gopijana Vasari Vajirarakara Gopa Vrindavana Chitahari. How Krishna stole the heart of the gopis. Krishna is still in the heart. The whole point of Krishna consciousness, how Bhagavan can steal our heart, not that Maya steal our heart. Normally, when Maya steal our heart, We have all the affection for relatives, friends, and society. But when Hari Krishna steals your, that's why it's called Hari, stealing your heart. So it becomes you lose everything in this material world. So this text, which Prahlad is telling about this, his classmates. It's all about this, the inner aspect of Bhakti. So we can chant the verse together, and then we read the translation of Prabhupada by Srila Prabhupada. This is text 35. Yada graha grasta iva kwachi dasati vikandati dayati bandati jana Muswasam bhakti hare jagatpate Narayane atmamati gata trapaha Yada graha grasta iva kwachi dasati Akandate dayate bandate janam Muswasam bhakti hare jagatpate Narayane atmamati gata trapaha Yada graha grasta iva kwachi dasati Kandati dayati bandati janam Uswasam bhakti hare jagatpate Narayaneti atmamati gata trapa. Continue. Somebody else? Sasavati Hare Jagatpate Narayane Jatmamati Gata Trapa. Ladies, Yada, when Graha Grastaha, haunted by a ghost, Iva, like Kwachit, sometimes Ashati, laughs, Akandate, crowds loudly, remembering the transcendental qualities of the Lord. Dhyayate, meditates, Vandate, offers respects. Janam, to all living entities, thinking all of them to be engaged in the service of the Lord. Muhu, constantly, Swasan, breathing heavily. Bhakti, he speaks, pray of my Lord, O my Lord. Jagat Pate, O Master of the whole world. Rayana, O Lord Narayan. Iti, thus, Atmamati, fully absorbed in thoughts of the Supreme Lord, Gata Trapaha, without shame. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Ki. When a devotee becomes like a person haunted by a ghost, he laughs and very loudly chants, oh, something is Hare Krishna. Sorry for that. Some mischievous. Servant. Okay. When a devotee becomes like a person haunted by a ghost, he laughs and very loudly chants about the qualities of the Lord. Sometimes he sits to perform meditation and he offers respect to every living entity, considering him a devotee of the Lord. Constantly breathing very heavily, he becomes careless of social etiquette and loudly chants like a madman, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. O my Lord, O Master of the universe. Purport. When one chants the holy name of the Lord in ecstasy, not caring for outward social conventions, it is to be understood that he is Atma Mati. In other words, his consciousness is turned toward the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This verse is very, very full of meaning. Very, very deep verse, as a matter of fact. Because it's not like the regular, Bhagavatam verse that that we study. It's quite different. Because this verse is about what happens when bhakti or devotion stop being theoretical. It actually become existential, which means existential means something that becomes the sustenance of our life. So which means we're not talking of bhakti with rules. This is not a verse about the rules and regulations or the proper behavior. It's not about that. But this is about what happened when the heart is seized by Lohari. Just like the gopis of Vrindavan, they are telling Krishna, oh dear Krishna, we have no other place to go, because our heart has been stolen by you. So where can we go? Where can we go? This is the talk of the gopis of Vrindavan. So when a devotee becomes like a person haunted by a ghost, the verse, they say, graha grastaiva, like a ghost. Is somebody become haunted like a ghost. So usually that is not an ordinary thing. So when the person becomes like a haunted like a ghost, so he laughs sometimes he cries loudly, sometimes he meditates, sometimes he offers respect to one and all, as this verse is saying here. Breathing very heavily, not caring for social etiquette. Normally in society, we are supposed to be behaving in a certain way, isn't it? We're supposed to behave in certain ways, You can't just be an avadutta, a mad person. If you try to behave like a mad person, usually they will put you in an insane asylum. But a devotee is somebody who have actually transcended all the social norms totally beyond, which means he has gone beyond the bodily platform. He's totally on spiritual path. His consciousness, his way of thinking, it's all spiritual. No more materialistic considerations. And because he does not care for what the society think of him, because he does not even think of the society. It's totally beyond the society. He sees everyone just like he sees all the living entities as, Krishna's servant. So therefore, his behavior is no longer bound. It's no longer dictated by the rules of the society. So as mentioned in this verse, that he behaves just like someone who is haunted by a ghost. He laughs sometimes. He cries. Sometimes he offers respect to everyone. Bandate. This verse says bandate. Offer respect to one and all. So there was one time when Haridas Thakur, he was in he was going on a path, and he came to like a marketplace. And in that marketplace, there was a snake charmer. Normally, snake charmer, they play their flute, and then the snake will be dancing. That's I'm sure you many places in Varanasi. I think I've not seen here in Delhi. I don't think they have in Delhi. Maybe they used to have. You have seen the snake charmer, they play their flute, and then the snake will be dancing. So this snake charmer, he was playing his flute. He was actually, kind of, singing Krishna Lila. And then the snake was dancing. But Haridas Thakur, when he saw this, he immediately lost consciousness. He was behaving very irrationally, dancing like anything. Then he fell on the ground and all that. And then after some time, then he got up and then he walks away at the same time. Of course, everyone was very, very amazed by such behavior. But there was one Brahmana who was kind of very jealous of Haridas Thakur. He said, "Oh, I can also do the same thing. What is it?" Because he thought he took Haridas Thakur to be ordinary, so he decided to imitate Haridas Thakur. So he went to the same spot and he started, they also like dancing, dancing, and then they fall in the ground, all that dancing. So when the snake charmer saw this fellow, so he took his stick and started beating him. So he started beating this Brahmana. So he was beating him, and then he ran away. So the public, they were asking that how come when Haridas Thakur came, he was exhibiting, different symptoms, fell down, and you were very, you were prayerful of him. So I come. And this fellow, he came to do the same thing. Why do you beat him and chase him away? So the snake charmer said that this fellow is a fake. He wants to imitate an advanced devotees. So seeing him here, he simply come to disturb my activities. So therefore I had to beat him and to chase him away. So we cannot imitate. The advanced state of Krishna consciousness cannot be imitated. It has to be something that is very, very, very natural. So, so Prahlad is talking about somebody who is someone who have actually taken Krishna consciousness very, very seriously. Very, very seriously. Then because chanting the holy name of the Lord is no more ordinary thing. It's no more ordinary. Now, when we go back here, when Sri Chaitanya Prabhu, when he was in Varanasi, and he went to the assembly of the Mayavadis, because he was invited for to partake lunch and to So there, Prakashananda Saraswati, he told Mahaprabhu, he said that, oh, you are sannyasi, but you don't associate with us. You belong to our Sampradaya, because Mahaprabhu took sannyas from Keshava Bharati, supposedly from my Sankara Sampradaya. So Prakshananda said that you belong to our Sampradaya. Why is it that you don't associate with us? Why is it that you're only associating with the fanatics, with the ignorant people, simply dancing, simply chanting and dancing all day long, and you are not engaging in the activities of the sannyasi, which is to study the Vedanta. So tell us, why they tell us. So the Prakashananda Saraswati, he was asking this question, but Mahaprabhu saw that Saraswati, Prakashananda Saraswati, he was genuine. He was, he was asking this question, but with genuine, he wasn't just going to attack him, because he became very, very referential towards Mahaprabhu. And then Mahaprabhu started telling him, he said that when my guru initiated me, and then he told me that you are a fool, you don't have intelligence, you're a fool, and you are not qualified to study the Vedanta. So simply chant just chant the holy name of the Lord, just chant Hare Krishna mantra. Just chant. And then by this chanting, you will achieve the topmost success. And then he quoted this famous verse, Harinama, Harinama, Harinama eva kevala, Kalo nastiva, nastiva, nastiva gachanyata. But in this stage of Kali, only the Harinam is needed. There's nothing else that is required. So and then Mahaprabhu said, he said that I took this instruction of my guru seriously. Yagana patanama layana kana nama laite mura bantahoila mon. Since I received this order from my spiritual master, I always chant the holy name. I always chant the holy name. Here, the internet is not here. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. Since I received this order from my spiritual master, I always chant the holy names. But I thought that by chanting and chanting the holy name, I had been bewildered. Dayadori tenari hoilana ba umata osikandi nachi gai yaichi mata. While chanting the holy name of the Lord in pure ecstasy, I lose myself, and thus I laugh, cry, dance, and sing just like a madman. Tobedaya dori mone korilon bichara, Krishnana me gyana chano elo amara. Collecting my patience, therefore, I began to consider that chanting the holy name of Krishna had covered all my spiritual knowledge. Lagalayelo amindaya naimoni itachinti nibeditu gurura charani. I saw that I had become mad by chanting the holy name, and I immediately submitted this at the lotus feet of my spiritual master. So in this way, my Prabhu explaining how he had approached his spiritual master and asked him that, what kind of mantra you have given me? What kind of mantra is this? What have you given me? What is magic in this mantra? So the Guru was very, 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 very happy. He said, yes, my dear child, continue chanting. Continue this chanting. So this is what Prahlad is saying in this verse. That yes, when a devotee chants the Lord's name, he laughs like a mad person. He became like a haunted ghost. So this may be difficult for us to really understand. So when we hear something like this, so it forces us to ask a very difficult question. That, what does it feel to be God conscious? What does it feel? What does it feel to be Krishna conscious? What is Krishna consciousness? Consciousness means chitta. Chitta, you mean the heart thing. This is what consciousness means. And that's why Prabhupada call it a heart transaction. The heart transaction. Yeah, in the beginning we had to follow rules and regulation, like this, no that, this, and chant 16 rounds and all that. That's just the beginning. Just to give us purification so that we can come to the Dharma, the spiritual, the religious part. Because you cannot really chant the laws. You can only perform Bhakti unless you become purified person, unless you actually become Dharmic person. But for someone who have become totally transcendental, having surpassed all the materialistic considerations, taken to the path of Bhakti, whereby there's no more consideration of Gyan, karma, anything like that. So what is the thing? So that person, it chant non-stop all day long. Just like but we were told that the Goswami, so especially Raghunath Goswami, how he would chant for 23 hours a day, 20 hours a day. So there are only 24 hours in a day. So you chant for 23 hours a day. About eating, about taking care of yourself. So it becomes difficult. I see that somebody going to chant, okay, 22 hours a day. So which means you have 1 hour for taking rest and 1 hour to, cleansing yourself and eating something. Even sometimes, as Prabhupada explained, even sometimes that becomes difficult. But how is that somebody so committed to chanting non-stop? It's because the person has developed a real taste. It becomes like chanting Krishna's name, become very, very nectarian. Krishna is not more mechanical chanting, because Krishna comes to dance on the tongue, just like in his verse. Srila Rupa Goswami says that, dear Lord, that your name is so sweet that when we chant it, because your name is so sweet, we yearn to have thousands and thousands of tongues to be able to chant, of mouth to be able to chant your name. And it's so very sweet and very, very nectarian that when we hear about you, well, these 2 years is not enough. We want to have millions and millions of years to hear about you. This is unless you have taste, how can you have this? And you cannot have taste if you don't have if your consciousness is material. So which means you have to have purified consciousness. So Srila Swami, great commentator on Bhagavatam, so he is saying that this verse, it goes straight to the heart, like Graha Grastaiva, like one who is possessed, one possessed. So he said that the devotee is not acting. It's not some artificial, not acting. Don't think that if you see me, just chanting and then start behaving irrationally. We cannot imitate these things. Sometimes we like to imitate. We like to see others say us doing something, as if we actually feeling what we are doing. So a devotee is not acting. It is not cultivating symptoms, and it is not that it's performing some spirituality. The devotee is overpowered. Is overpowered. It's not calculating behavior, does not maintain dignity, does not regulate expression. So the devotee whose heart is overtaken by the Lord, he loses control of self-preservation. So there's one verse in the 11th canto Bhagavatam, 11.240. This verse states that Ashati Acho Ruditi Hauti Gayati Umadavan Nityati Loka Bhayan. He laughs, cries, shouts, sings, and dances like a madman, indifferent to public opinion. You see, he dances, cries, shouts, sings, and it's indifferent to public opinion. So when Nityananda Prabhu, so a few days ago, we celebrated his Nityananda Trayodasi a few days ago, how Lord Nityananda, he has come to give this special gift of Krishna Prem. Nityananda Prabhu is called the Nityananda Prema, that was a Prema, Krishna Prema Datta. He is giving the love of the holy name of Krishna. Kroda Paramananda Nityananda. He just gives to one and all without considering what qualification one is. So Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur singing Hare Bhai Nitaya Amara Dayala Havadi Jivera Karuni Kore Dese Dese Firi Firi Prema Dana Yache Nirabadi. That Lord Nityananda Prabhu, his mercy is limitless. He wanders village to village, giving love of God to one and all. He jokes with Advaita Acharya. His whole body is made of love for Gauranga. He is always intoxicated with the divine mood of love. Thus, is unable to walk properly. He raises his arms and sings Haribo, Haribo. And he sheds tear from his two lotus head. So Nityananda Prabhu, he walks about just like a drunken, intoxicated person. But is intoxicated with Krishna Prem, with love for Krishna. With love for Krishna, he's intoxicated by it. You go about, and tell everyone, chant the Lord's name. This is Krishna consciousness. So when we say, so a devotee is said to lose all consciousness, That is not like a regular consciousness, which means material consciousness. And also, this is considered to be the loss of egoistic control. So Bhakti does not make one unconscious, but Bhakti make false appearance to collapse. So Srila Jiva Goswami, he also, because this is very, very nice. So this verse is being put into pieces. Because this verse, we actually have to put it into pieces in order to properly, analyze it, this verse. So there are three words which Srila Jiva Goswami focuses on. One is Atmamati, self-conception, and the other one is Bandhate Janam. He offers respect to one and all. In the 11th country also, when Lord Krishna was talking to, I think to Uddhava, he was talking like the pasture that the Savanasya, what it was, the Savanaya Pasida, he sees the quality in all living entities. Yeah, what's that? That's very nice verse. Describing a first class devotee. Passages, I don't have the verse on my head. But a devotee, so because he sees the quality of all, he sees Bhagavan in the heart of all living entities. So he offers obeisance to one and all. He does not make distinction. It's not that he only offers respect to great devotees and to so-called neophyte devotee. He would say, no, you don't. But he will offer respect to one and all. Like Srila Raghunath Goswami, he said that every day he will make pranam to 1,000 people every day in Vrindavan. Sees the Lord in the heart of all entities. So therefore he makes a business. As a matter of fact, a pure devotee is the one who sees everyone in this world as a devotee, but does not see himself as a devotee. He simply sees himself as the low of the low. But he sees everyone, as devotees. So, devotee, this identity, he doesn't see himself, this Atmamati identity. He doesn't say, oh, I am a learned person, I'm respectable, I am cultured, I am advanced. But his identity has become relational, which means, like there's one verse also cited, that Atmani Narayana Sambandha Bodhi. So the self is understood only in relation to Narayan. That is why you offer respect to every living being. So you offer respect to every living being, not that because everyone is liberated or that everyone is equal in self-realization, but because everyone is related to the Lord. So in the Upanishad is also said that Yastu Sabani Bhutadi Atmani Ebanu Pashiti, one who sees all beings in relation to the Supreme Self. One who sees all beings in relation to the Supreme Lord. So which means, when you see all beings in relation to the Lord, so what do? You respect every living entity. You respect everyone. So therefore it's a bandhate janam. Offer obeisance to respect to all living entities. So there's a famous verse in the Bhagavatam, 5th canto, when Prahlad Maharaj was offering prayer to Lord Nrsingadev. Swastiyasu Viswashakala Prasidatam. Whereby he said, may there be good fortune for the entire universe. Let there be good fortune for all, and let everyone engage in Bhakti Yoga. This is the benediction of Prahlad Maharaj. So this verse is not just teaching some emotion. It's not about teaching emotion, but it's about transformation, transformational, ontological transformational. That's what it is about, transformation. So this verse, even though it's right here in this verse, apparently Prahlad Maharaj is talking to his classmate, about telling them about what he has learned from from Narada Muni. He actually got all his training while he was in the womb of his mother. And then Prahlad became a pure devotee before he came out. He was a pure devotee, always remembering the Lord. And that's why the Lord always protect him. His father tried to kill him many ways, but because of always remembering the Lord, so you remember Krishna, Krishna will also remember you. So therefore, devotees are always protected by the Lord. Because people tried to kill him, he could not be killed, isn't it? He could not be killed. So this is the, so this verse, this sloka which we read, it's not that about Prahlad teaching. It's actually his vision is that of the more the embodiment of devotees, mentality. Devotee is somebody who is surcharged with love of the Lord, chanting the Lord's name constantly. Then he laughs and dances, just like a mad person and all that. Graha grasta. So we should pray to be like this. And how do we become like this? We have to have good sadhu sangha, good association of devotees. Association of devotees means association of advanced devotees. So anyway, there's a much more, which is this verse. There's much more that is there. It's full of deep meditation. This verse. So because our time is going, so I cannot continue. It's almost 9 o'clock. So if there's any question or comment, you can please go ahead. Somebody want to ask? You like to add something, Jitamitra Prabhu?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu. So in this verse, the first word is yada.
Yeah.
Is starting from yada. So yada means when.
Yeah.
And the next verse, which will come, tada. So tada means at that time.
Yeah.
The sentence is completed in the next verse.
Mm.
In this verse, Prahlad Maharaj is telling that when this happens like this happens like this. So he is telling so many symptoms of devotional service. And in the next verse, he will say tada, at that time. What happens? Tada paman mukta samasta bandhanas. At that time, he is liberated from all kinds of bondages. And tad bhav bhavanu kritashaya kriti nirdagna bij. And the bij means seed of the material seed of birth and death, that becomes burnt, that is burnt.
Yeah.
So in this way, and then he says, Bhakti prayogana sameta dhokshajam, and by the application of devotional service, he takes shelter of Krishna. So here is yada, so many symptoms, and the last symptom is that he speaks the holy names of the Lord, Hare Jagat Pate Narayana Iti. So these different holy names, when he chants, so they are pure holy names. Pure holy names according to the qualities and form of the Lord, he chants. When he chants Hare Jagat Pate, so he has some form of the Lord in his mind. So this is called pure holy name. And so many different holy names he is chanting. But we are chanting only Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And when we chant Hare Krishna, these 16 names, we do not have this form of the Lord or the qualities of the Lord or pastimes of the Lord in our mind. Only this holy name, this sound vibration. So this is our namabhas. So we are trying to come on the platform of namabhas, that we try to avoid the offenses unto holy name, and we come to the platform namabhas. But Prahlad Maharaj is telling that stage, that is the pure holy name stage, when he chants like this. So our the previous acharyas like Sad Goswamis, so they were also chanting the holy name in Sankhya Purvak, the numbering, this counting. So this counting is actually Namabhas. Then we are counting the holy name is Namabhas, and this is the holy name when he speaks holy name without counting, and he is absorbed in the qualities and form and pastimes of the Lord, and he chants. So that is different way. So in Kali Yuga, there is no other way about except the holy name. So we have to chant these 16 names of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, and we have to listen only the sound vibration, and try to avoid the 10 offenses. So this is the difference in Kali Yuga. And Prahlad Maharaj is in Sat Yuga. So he, when he comes the platform of love, prema, then he chants like this. But in Kali Yuga, the holy name is only the process. So by this process, we have to count at least, 16 rounds. We have to chant at least 16 rounds. So Prabhupada gave stress on this counting, that we have to count, because there is no other way except the holy name. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, thank you. You don't come to Vrindavan and give class. You come and give English class. I never say you to give. You only give Hindi class in Vrindavan. Come on, you only give Hindi class in Vrindavan. Come and give English class sometimes. Come to Vrindavan and give English class, not Hindi class all the time. Hare Krishna. So, anybody else want to ask anything? Our time is up. Which one? Time is up? Okay. So, thank you very much for listening. Hope you're able to hear my speech. Jai Granth Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Gopi Menende. Hare Krishna.